Hey, and welcome back to yet another episode of Tap. And we're super excited, of course, to be recording another one. And this one's going to be extra special because I have our very first guest. Ashani, please tell people about the first guest.
So you all know this person, okay?
We all know.
You all know this person on social media, by TikTok and Facebook. So everybody, we have the amazing, talented Ikie in the house.
Yes, he's a comedian, he's an MC. Do you have music? Because I wanted to say you're a musician also.
I dance.
Is it that? You dance?
I like dancing.
Okay.
Like,
So
you're
you're
a professional dancer.
not a professional
Not a
dancer.
professional. I've actually danced professionally. Like I've danced on the Grand Arena and like some shows and stuff, but not like professionally.
So would you say you have more rhythm opposed to like choreography?
Yes, let's put it that way. Like I can dance to a beat. Like if you play something, I love doing my own thing.
Okay, because I know I consider myself as the one that has a rhythm.
Yeah.
Not necessarily dancing. You know what I
You're a
mean?
dancer as well.
I am,
You're a
eh?
dancer.
Yes, I am. So this, like I said, this one's of course an exciting one because we have a month of June that is filled with Youth Month. It is Pride Month. It is also Men's Mental Health as well. So we got Ikie in with us to talk all these amazing topics, of course. So Ikie, given the fact that it's a Youth Month, right? And what is that one thing in your youth that always gets you excited, man? Wait, up till now even, that one thing that's in your youth that just gets you so excited when you think about it.
Yeah, look, being now 16, I just turned 16 now, so. So,
You're the
yeah, I have to think far back to my
you know, like the three sticks,
You know what I can actually vividly remember is, when we always had these cartoons, watching cartoons, then always the moment that the cartoon is finished, you can't wait to get outside. You go and practice, especially when it came to like Power Rangers. Like after you watch Power Rangers, you go outside and you go and practice the moves. And I was always the pink Power Ranger. So those are the type of things that I remember, and obviously, like you mentioned, the three sticks, all the games.
Yes.
1 and 2, and you don't see that anymore.
You don't. You know, for me, the show that got for me is the Wings Club.
Oh.
The Wings Club. You're nice with me.
Yes. No, I don't know what that was. That was more for English speaking. Like I was. I was like very movement, and those kind of things.
So what's your favorite thing that you used to like play with outside when you're outside? And it's a lot of games like Goose and all of these kind of games you play in the arcade areas.
I used to like
that.
Our Goose, you're taking me back now. There was one game called Bok.
Oh yeah.
That was one of my favorite games. So for so many different reasons.
Please explain that for the people that don't know. What is it? Bok. What is Bok?
So basically, if I can, I have a picture around me, but I can't remember what the aim of the game is.
Okay.
But I always remember I was very excited to play this game because there was a lot of like boys that they had to bend in front of you and
Never look
and then you jump on the boys, and obviously at the time I wasn't outside, act like, nah, the group is really good. God, the mananti, nah, come and play.
I'm here for that. But I think the game is, so you need to try to jump the furthest.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's 5 people, but you try to jump the furthest.
So is it not three? Is it similar to 3 sticks, but not necessarily
There was no sticks involved, just only bodies.
Bodies involved.
And 3 sticks, I was actually one of the best like stretchers when it came to 3 sticks, like at the time in our flat, in our court.
Yeah.
So was your nickname Langus?
Sorry?
Was your nickname Langus when you were like?
No.
There's no nicknames in the community. There's always nicknames and stuff. Wait. If you say book, would it be the thing that you throw like on the?
No, it was against the wall.
Never mind.
It was against the wall. If you play this game today, I think it would probably be inappropriate. With this new cancel culture and everything,
No,
like
you
everything is sensitive. So I would say at the time it was very innocent. But playing the game today, I don't think
But listen, talking about Youth Month, of course, Ashanti and myself, we got out there and we did our little bit for Youth Month with the 16 Days for Youth initiative by Hard FM. So let's go check it out quick. For the program director, Zama herself of SOS Children's Village. And Zama, what is it that you do here at the village? Please tell the people.
Oh my goodness, so first and foremost, I am the program director.
Yeah.
So what the program director does is to oversee the whole operations of this village. I mean your child care department, your social work department, your finances, the infrastructure, you name it, I do it.
So it's a lot that basically fall under this sort of this position that you uphold. And of course, like I've seen you for this past couple of weeks and you've been doing it with so much grace, so much passion, so much gratitude. Absolutely amazing. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
And thank you for the work that you continuously do here as the program director.
Don't you want to come and join me?
I'm already here.
I mean, obviously.
But in overall, what is it that SOS Children's Village is about?
Okay, so SOS Children's Village is about giving each child a home.
Yes.
We believe that each South African child deserves to have a home. Hence the reason we have 15 houses at the back.
Yes.
Currently we have 10 that are operational. We have 9 and we are hoping to open a 10th one.
Yes.
After you guys do. Okay?
Yes.
And then, so what we are trying to do is emulate a family-centered model where each child has a mother in the house, somebody they can rely on, someone who is their support system, someone who is their role model, and. So each house has 8 children in total. We don't accommodate more than 8 children.
Okay.
And they get to interact with the mother on a very personal level. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. And then, of course, what are the ages of the kids?
Okay, we accommodate children between 3 years and 18 years. But sometimes we do have those that stay a little bit longer up until 21 years.
And then what is it, just tell people, what is it that how could people get involved and what could they do to sort of...
A lot.
Just a few things. This is a lot, but just how is it that they can get involved and where could they contact you if it is so that they want to get involved?
Okay, first and foremost, they can contact me on my number. It's 083-991-8762. So they can get involved on activities that are happening here, homework times, programs, activities, weekend activities, you name it, they can get involved. They can come in and sometimes just give the house mother a break and say, okay, I'm coming to cook for house number 15 today. So they are more than welcome.
That's absolutely amazing. You hear from the programming director, Zama herself. Thank you so much for
Thank you so much.
Absolutely an amazing experience, right?
That's what's so wonderful. I
think it was longer than what we expected it to be.
Yeah, I thought I'm gonna go there and just paint a wall or two, but it was literally a whole house. Literally, me and Dylan was doing a whole house, and it was actually, I think it was amazing.
The weather was amazing. It was good. It was good. I was sweating, but of course we did it for the good of the SOS village, and made sure that we of course give our time in any way possible, and how we can make a change, of course, in the youth. And given the fact that it is Youth Month, making sure that making a difference in a young person's life. And talking about a young person,
16 years old.
60 years old, only about 60 years old. So Ikie, of course, you created this character called Tandtjies.
Yeah.
As Ashanti mentioned, and you utilize this amazing platform that you created, and you fill us with laughter. Wow, how is it that Tandtjies came about?
So, Tandtjies is actually inspired by my older brother.
Oh wow!
So he's really like a real life Tandtjies in my life. Like, growing up, he would always like poke fun at my sexuality, but not in a bullying type of way. More of that is kind of his way of showing his love and his acceptance for me, and so forth. So I took a chance to create the character, and I remember my very first video that I recorded with the character was that, you know, this what you call it, this thing that they say when you're behind itches.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Someone's dead.
I don't know which word I gave it to us.
Someone's dead.
Can you believe me?
Someone's dead.
Yeah. So a certain orientation just died. So then he came out, honestly the character came out of the room and he saw me sitting there and he said, no, he thought I was dead because that just happened out of him. And you know what, the honest truth is, before I actually posted that video, I had that video on my phone for quite some time.
Oh, wow.
Because I was almost like, I was skeptical because I wasn't sure how I was going to be accepted, how I was going to be received.
Yes.
So it was literally a risk that I took and clearly it's paid off.
Is this... So with the inspiration of course, your brother, did you run it by him? Did you?
No.
Okay.
I actually did not. But I didn't even think about running it by him. But he's actually expressed so many times that he kind of wishes that I was actually Tandtjies. He wishes that Ikie was the character and Tandtjies was the person.
Oh, wow.
He says that he loves Tandtjies so much. He would have loved Tandtjies to actually be the real person. But yeah, like I said, then I took the chance because obviously now I'm part of the LGBTQ plus community.
Yes.
However, I can't always like expect, you know, the people of the community to accept it because in a way I was bringing topics that is sometimes even like taboo to speak about or might be a bit sensitive to speak about. So I took the chance with the video. And it literally just blew up like beyond my expectations.
Yeah.
Like within the community, the straight community and everything, everybody just loved it.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we are today, people even forgetting my actual name and calling me Tandtjies.
and I also see, I see that there's a younger character.
Yes.
And people don't really see it, not notice that. When they come to you, they will be like, hey Tandtjies.
Yeah.
But there's another character was created.
Yeah. Through that, you know what? I never expect like when I did the posted the videos, I never expected like the different like ages and and even surprising to me different races as well that knows about Tandtjies and stuff. But with regards to it, I didn't expect that it would appeal to like the younger generation, like kids and so forth. But then the parents would come up to me and say like, no, my child is like, he loves Tandtjies and he always acts like Tandtjies and so forth. But then this one particular boy, he calls himself Meow Tandtjies. Like he's Tandtjies' son in the character, and he has so much confidence like at such a young age. And then he also decided then to and his mom actually like asked me permission. I was like, no, I'm honored that this character that I just thought of out of the blue could even impact someone like that. So go for it. And he's even got like his own page, his own clothing and all of that. And about a year or two ago, I actually brought him on stage with me once. And yeah, it was so amazing. But yeah, Tandtjies has literally become like a brand on its own now, which I never expected to happen.
You're absolutely amazing. So of course now you're inspiring like youngsters that you didn't even know would be possible, right? And how long has the character been? I
think I started in 2022. And you know my initial motivation for this character was, you know what, as I just mentioned, growing up, we don't really talk about certain things. Like we know about it. We know about this, but it's not conversation that we would necessarily have around the table. So it was like me just trying to highlight this type of myths and misconceptions about being gay and just trying to almost like make people comfortable. You know, it's fine. Because most of the time Tandtjies would ask questions that people ask, the heterosexual community are too afraid to ask, and then he would ask that questions, and then me, Ikie, also the character would then answer those questions. People are like, yo, I've always wanted to know this and whatever, and you know what, I was, like I told you, I was skeptical because I wasn't sure, but then people would come to me like, even like straight people, straight men especially, they would be like, yo, ek was altyd, ek het nie van gays gehou nie, is allemaal diep, but na jou videos, nou verstaan ek 'n bietjie and stuff like that. And then that is what literally like warms my heart, and you're like, that's my main motivation. Like, yes, there's a funny aspect of it, there's a comedic aspect of it, but there's a little bit education as well.
100%. And also showcase like people that I think that is also, we're now in a space where we can talk, we have more freedom to be ourselves in a sense. But I think with that being said, like people are afraid of what they don't know. And the mere fact that you're saying what you're saying and it almost educates people to some extent. And now given the fact that you of course swap and change these characters and you tell the story, and of course that sometimes take like that mental toll on you. And given the fact that it's mental health, I want to share some light on that. And how is it that is Ikie, that creates these amazing content pieces, of course, educating people. How is it that you take care of your mental health?
Look, I try as much to just have a balance. And I also need to say this, not a lot of people know this, is that the Tandtjies, the content I create, it's basically like a side thing. I have a 9 to 5.
Because I don't Tandtjies pay the bills.
I don't pay the bills. Tandtjies pays nothing. But he squats here. So yeah, I do have a 9 to 5. I have my family, I have my job, I'm in a relationship as well. So I do try my best to just keep that balance and not necessarily make it all about work or all about Tandtjies or all about certain things. I try and balance it out and spend as much time with family, friends, my partner, my content, myself. So there is things that sometimes, mental health is very like underestimated. And that is also another thing that especially we as colors don't talk about.
No, how dare you talk about it?
As a Malachi, but you don't know what that person is going through, because I mean you have battles with other people, have battles with jobs, but the battle with yourself is just as important, just as much as a priority to focus on. So I can't necessarily give advice as a professional, but I think like for me, as I said, just try and balance things out and talk things out. Look, even with my videos, like there is also a way for me to express myself. Some things that I can't keep inside, I bring through my videos, and it might help me, and it might even help the next person. You never know what one little thing that you say or do can impact somebody else.
What is that one thing? What is that one thing that you do when you get home? What is that one thing that's just like yes. What is that one thing?
Besides running to my bed. That's the other thing people don't know about me. I love sleeping. I can sleep a whole day away. I can sleep a weekend away.
Is that part of the balance?
And that's part of the balance. That's part of the balance. I promise you. But other than that, I literally enjoy music. Like if you switch on my YouTube, first thing you'll see is some sort of old school mix. Some DJ on there just doing the old school mix. So I try as much also to just sit down, listen to music, have my naps. I don't even spend much, like as much of a content creator that I am. I don't spend a lot of time on social media, like scrolling through TikTok. So sometimes even my partner also, do you know this? Do you know that? I'm like, I don't know, I've never seen this. And then you introduce me to certain things on social media. I'm the one that's supposed to be. So just now and then when I would post a video, because as funny as people think I am, like sometimes I'm a bit insecure about certain content that I post, and then I would even like sometimes I'd send it to my partner and be like, do you think this is funny? Like, because I always feel like
you need a second opinion.
I need a second opinion, and then I would post a video, and then about an hour I could check the comments, and I was like, I'm looking like, are they gonna like it? Is it gonna be boring? Is it gonna be funny? And you know what? Like a lot of people are showing me that, Ikie, like you are funny. Like some things that you say are funny, whatever. But yeah.
But I also think sometimes you are funny, but for you it's like I'm just doing this. You know, it's like I'm doing this for fun, and you know what I mean. But people look at you like, but you are funny. You know, you are like a comedian. But then you're just like, okay, but I'm just Ikie, you know, a normal guy. But so how I'm thinking while you're talking, how does family take when they see you on social media or platforms?
My family is actually one of my biggest supporters. And since I was, I'm getting very emotional just talking about my family. Since I was like young, my family would always push me into entertainment. Like they would say, Ikie, that's going to be you. Because of the way I was when I was growing up, I would always, like me and my sister and my cousins, we'd always put on shows and stuff like that. And I was obviously, I'm always the main character.
Yeah, of course. Okay, Beyonce.
I was always the main character, you know, doing the choreography and we put on plays and so forth. So from a young age, my family already knew that entertainment is what I'm going to do. Not necessarily obviously at the time there wasn't social media and stuff, so it was just for them. But once I became the character or the became popular on social media, it was like for them, like we knew it, like we saw this coming. And
there was no surprise.
There was no surprise.
Yes. But that's amazing. You touched on like vulnerability, insecurity, and that's also the crazy thing. Like you see on social media how confident you are, how you create these content pieces. But yet there's still that vulnerability aspect to it. There's still that insecurity aspect to it. And I can imagine that side might takes a toll also, because that's also like a mental thing where you're like, yes, you feel that you feel like it's right and you want to let it out, but there's also that part of you that feels no, you want to hold it. How do you deal with that? How do you manage that?
You know what, and you touched on something very big that's for me with regards to like creating content. For me, is very easy when I'm on my own at home behind the camera. It's like very easy for me because there's if I make a mistake, I can stop, I can cut and so forth and so forth. As I mentioned to you, like it's difficult for me to even like go into a Tandtjies character live because I don't know, something can happen or the thing can fall out of my mouth. So that is where my security lies. That's where I'm more comfortable. I get so anxious when people message me and be like, Ikie, we're having a show, we want you to perform on stage and do that, and then I get like this anxious feeling. I'm like, this is not gonna be just me in my lounge with my camera. This is gonna be me, people watching me live. There's no cut and there's no editing here. So that always like gives me some sort of anxiety. That's why I'm at this current moment. Most of the time when people would ask me, can you come to we're having a show? I'm like, no, I've got something on.
But this is why we create the spaces, is to get to know Ikie more, of course, and to understand his mind, and of course understand where it is that he's coming from. And this is what this safe space is created. This is why TAP is here, to of course to shed light upon certain things that people are afraid to talk about or not wanting to talk about. And here we are, and we got Ikie, 100%. You are that testimony to it as well. The version that you are now.
I had the audacity to say that.
You better say it to the chest, honey. As soon as I say, now you know. I said, now you know, okay? Double check. But that's absolutely amazing. I mean, going into now, like, it's Pride Month. Everything that you basically touched on, touched on is who you are. It's the youth, it's the mental health, it is pride. You are everything that is that, celebrating that, And it's absolutely amazing. So, with that being said, how is it that you celebrate Pride Month?
I wouldn't say necessarily like go out and celebrate, but through my platform I do try and bring some awareness with regards to Pride Month, and just because not everybody understands why there's a Pride Month, what Pride Month is about. Like people like, and you would get some people like, okay, then why isn't there a straight month? Like you have like 11 months.
Sorry.
Like
every month. Yes,
you must just 1 month. So I try and like speak through my content, whether it's me, whether it's Tandtjies, but I would pick touch on certain like topics with regards to pride and so forth through my content. And obviously, like I said, like my main aim is always education through comedy.
Beautiful.
And that's a good way of taking it putting it out there. Some people can't just receive education by having a conversation. Sometimes with a joke they will laugh about it and you're like, that's not that bad,
that is exactly the reaction I look for when I will be like
Yes.
That's the type of action I look for.
Also, I want to say, with Pride Month and you being gay and all that, a lot of people that I spoke to, and when I say, I know Ikie or whatever, they're like, but isn't he what's you know? And I'm like, no, but he's gay, I know him. And then they're shocked because like, but I like that you when you, through your content, you speak about gay things and you know what I mean, say that you are and your stories and stuff like that. So because people were getting confused, like, is he straight? Is he with that lady? He was confused and people were just getting confused. And when I spoke to someone and said, but Ikie is in love and he has a boyfriend and he's very happy, they're shocked. That's like,
no, that is a norm for me at the moment. Like, I never expected people to even, like when I did videos, we're talking about Waffles and Mo now. When I did a video with Waffles and Mo, I always like thought, nee, mense kan sien hy's 'n band. Mense kan sien hy's 'n band. But no, for some reason people believed it and they latched onto it so much up until today. People who would still come up to me be like, "Wat jy nou regtig so was hy net?"
Because I think you just did it so well. It's just you're such a good actor.
That's what I think it's a compliment. And you know, there was one thing that stood out to me. Once somebody actually sent me a message, like on my page, like, can you please stop acting gay as the publicity stunt?
wow.
And I was like, wow, like, as a publicity stunt, like, no, because 100% funny. And I just said that I'm literally celebrating 10 years of being Bandirach.
Yeah, wow.
10 years already I came out of the closet. So
beautiful.
even with Waffles and Mo, like, I was in the relationship at the time with a guy. And funny enough, when I did Waffles and Mo videos, I was a videographer with my boyfriend at the time.
Oh wow.
So, you see, you know nothing, man. You know nothing. You know? Social media, it's all the mind, and yes, please, we got some good actors. Please.
And also now you know. So don't come ask me. You're telling you know.
And I think I actually met Ashanti even way before all of this.
Yes, a long time. So, ladies, he had a boyfriend.
He's taken.
He's taken.
Gosh, James is taken, okay?
But ladies, as jy lus geld het.
Tandtjies sal iets.
I'll be out for you. Ja, weet je, voor een kroon. Voor een kroon zal ik, my broer, voor een kroon. Ja, voor een kroon.
Yo, that's absolutely amazing. I just want to know, babe, what is your love language? What is your love language?
Food.
So now you know. Now you know.
Like that, in fact, that is how my partner like got me in the first place. He bought me KFC.
Oh wow.
That's not that.
Love is good.
That is the way to a man's heart, even a gay man's heart. It's to his stomach.
It's universal language.
It's a universal language.
Now you know. But listen, Ikie, thank you so much for coming out. It's been absolutely amazing.
I'm honored.
I told you, we're gonna laugh here. We're gonna break our magstukken. So thank you for coming out. Absolutely amazing.
Man, all the best with the Audacity.
Thank you. Thank you
I'm
so
sure
much.
it's, in a few years I'll probably see you on some bigger platform and bigger Inshallah.
We see with 100%. But is there any last advice that you want to give to the young youth out there? Just covering all that we've covered. Is there any last advice or any last words that you want to give?
Look, in general, obviously I always help, just like always be true to yourself. At the end of the day, we only have one life to live, and living for others might just make you regret your whole life at the end of the day when you're on your deathbed. So as much as you can live your true self, I understand there are some battles that you face and all of those type of things, but at the end of the day, you are your own hero. You create your own destiny. And my saying for my whole life, look, I come from Nederveld, ek is van die ghetto, ek kan ek vir Tandtjies doen, en Tandtjies ken I do. But this is my saying that I always live by, is that I will not allow my circumstances to dictate the concept of my future.
Come on.
Thank you. You better preach. But listen here, like, share, comment, and yes, what does they do?
It was tap.
Subscribe.
Tap and join us in the conversation, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.